Hi, welcome to Gay Area, the Bay's first gay stoner sibling podcast. This is one of your hosts here, Allison.
And your other host, Daniel here. Hi, everyone. And today's podcast episode is for divas who love their mothers. Let's give it up for mothers, everyone. Yes. Woo! And today we have one of our favorite mothers. She's she's our favorite mother here today. She's kicked cancer. She's kicked 4 babies out of her. She is a queen. She's a mom to many and a queen to all. Let's give it up for our mom, Lynn, everyone. Welcome to the studio, Mom.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. I think maybe we just need to address this a little hostility. I was like out of the frame when we were first recording, and then I was like, guys, why didn't you tell me I was not in the frame? And then we had to re-record, and then Caitlin came out here.
Just say goodbye.
Allison thinks there's drama, but we're gonna put our differences aside like we always do, and let's just keep going. Thank you all for joining us, Mom. This is gonna be a very exciting episode.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
You've only ever appeared on a call.
Yeah, well, I was in
Jennifer
the video
Coolidge.
as Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh yes,
We did trivia, but I was at a different location, so the sound was not as lovely as it is now.
absolutely. No, and how does it feel to be in our studio?
I love it. I love it here. It's such a nice vibe. It's really good energy.
You're so funny. You're doing us.
Yes, the vibes, the energy. We're really feeling them today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Mother's Day.
Where I will be spoiled as deserved. Yes.
I need to go to the store and get paid first.
I'm like, I need to get something prepared to spoil you. I'm hoping.
You know, a coupon book would be highly loved by your mom. A homemade coupon book.
What?
I've done that before.
Giving me some coupons to to spend some time with me.
I spend the time with you all the time, though.
You do, Alice. But
I
still
spend time
love
with you
that.
all the time.
You don't have to even spend money. You can
We watch
just-
Survivor every week,
Thank God, I love that.
and we used to watch RuPaul.
Yep, during RuPaul season.
That's 2 nights a week, Mom.
It's still not enough, Danny. Never.
My coupon book would be like, I'll DoorDash you something right now, or
No, I'd rather you bring it to me
So you can see.
because I want to see you and get a hug.
or maybe it's just a bunch of hugs.
Yeah, I will take a bunch of hugs.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mom is a big hugger,
Yes.
as showed by her lovely shirt she's wearing. If you can't see, she's wearing a Free Mom's Hug
Hold on.
t-shirt.
Free mom hugs.
We're getting a full angle of it. Thanks to Allison. Allison, how are you feeling after that 1 gram dab? I need to know, because last week was I don't know how we filmed all that content in one night. We did so much, and then you
I
had to go to
know.
work the next day. That's why our episode
It was terrible.
The podcast was so short. We were doing so many other things
For you guys, or not for you guys, sorry, for the Patreon.
for the patrons. But one of the things we did was the 1 gram dab challenge. So I'm feeling fine.
No, my lungs are bad, and I haven't been the same. My lungs, they're not as bad as they used to be, when I was smoking nicotine, but
Something's wrong.
something's wrong. If I take a big dab, it's I need a little bit of nebby.
Nebulizer.
You need
Yeah.
the nebby break.
But I could still hit pens and joints. But if it's a hot dab or I don't know.
So have you been taking less dabs?
No.
Figures.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would be.
But, speaking about my weed stuff, the other day, so I think it was Thursday.
Girl, it's so hard to remember.
Wednesday, I thought,
Girl, it don't matter.
okay. Wednesday, I thought I lost my mister. It's just one of my vape pens that I put my cartridges in. I thought I lost it, and so I went a whole day without it, and I was like, I'm fucking pissed. So Thursday, I ordered a Stizzy because I was
XL.
like, oh yeah, the big one, of course. And because I can't do without a pen right now, like y'all, like I need it.
And then last night.
And then, yeah, last night, one day later, my mom was like, "Is this the thing you lost?" It was in the couch cushion,
The Mister.
the Mister.
I know what it was called.
And I was like, "Yes." So now I have 2 of them, but this is better because I love Stizzy.
Yeah.
I have 3 cards from, or 2.5 grams.
Oh
I have
my
a
god.
half gram, and
And 2 full grams.
actually no, I think it's this one and 2 half grams.
Oh.
And one of them is a solventless, and I'm supposed to use the small battery for it. And I'm supposed to wait like 10 to 15 minutes between each hit. So I'm like, damn, this bitch is kind of...
That's a lot of instructions.
Exactly. So how much am I going to hit that? So
Why'd you get a solventless one?
I didn't realize that it took that much
Effort.
effort, yeah.
And that one's also on a nice lanyard, so you don't lose this one.
Oh, yeah, and then my sister gave me a lanyard she got from work.
It says connected.
Connected, which is a weed brand. Or like, I think it's mostly wax. I don't know. That's what I get.
They also have a store.
Sometimes I've got like connected with like collab with another one, Connected Fields. Remember that?
Yeah.
Connected Field?
Yeah, I'm familiar with her.
So it's supposed to be for a lighter, but I just shoved my fucking Stizzy in there.
Well, that's a hack.
Yeah.
Is it
And
gonna come out?
yeah. Eventually, not it won't. I'll pull it.
No, I mean, but like it's secure.
Oh, it's secure as fuck. And like you can put that on your keys too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, Mom smoked with us for our smoke sesh.
Yeah, so if you're not a Patreon, you should be. Go sign up, and you can watch us all 3 smoke together.
Yep.
That's a rarity.
Yeah, it was really fun, sweet, cute moment. So go check it out if you're interested. We are going to Disneyland very soon.
Woo woo.
We're very excited. Mom, when was the last time you went?
7 years ago, 2017.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, and
Wait,
then
17, isn't that
right.
6 years then?
You're
Something's
right.
wrong.
So it must have been.
Did we go in
2016.
16? Yeah.
Maybe it was 2016.
Yeah, maybe it was
I know it was
16.
7 years ago. right?
Okay.
Oh no. It was 6 years ago. It was 2017, and then we went in 2011, which was 6 years before that, in 2005, which was 6 years before that. So that's why I wanted to make sure I went in 23. Then I continue in every 6 years.
We went in 25, 205.
Yes, we went in
2005.
2005. That's when we went with Aunt Melissa, and Abigail was brand new.
Brand new.
And I was 3.
Yeah,
that
because you
makes
were born in
sense, 'cause I'm
2002.
3
She
years
was born
older
in
than her.
2005. Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
So you have a tradition.
I have a tradition every 6 years.
So you're going to make it there this year. And it only makes sense to go on Disneyland's first ever Pride Night.
Yeah, couldn't miss it. Had to go. That's why I
Absolutely.
decided to go. Had to go.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yep.
like I can't. I like John. Like he needs to get his knee surgery. So
Our dad.
Yeah. It's Tuesday, June 13th, and there are still a few tickets available. I just looked at the website
I
today.
might be able to slay you, Mom. We might be able to switch
Switch what?
these things.
Microphones?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Why?
So it could go right up to her mouth.
I can just lean
I think
forward.
We can hear her.
I can hear me.
Okay.
Yeah. There are still few tickets left, and we'll be in the park Sunday night and Monday if any fans want to come see us.
If you want to meet
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
that
Yep.
could be fun.
Yeah.
Y'all should plan a trip to Disney too. Like, why not?
I will be in an ECV. I will be carrying all of the items.
She's going to be our little pack mule.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's going to be great.
It's going to be fabulous.
We have different outfits lined up for every day. We will be matching one day.
Did you give me my shirt or did I leave it at your house?
I don't know. You said you wanted to take it. I thought you took it.
I don't know where it is.
I need to get my bunny shirt
I need to find it.
or Ducky. What is it?
Ducky. I have Bunny.
Okay, well I like Ducky.
What are you guys doing?
Last time I said I wanted to be bunny, but I like Ducky.
I have a Bunny t-shirt and Allison's going to get the Ducky
Oh, how
from
cute.
Toy Story 4.
Oh, that's cute. And you
I
guys are
hope
gonna
they
wear
have
that
it in a
every
3X or 4X.
Ooh, crossing our fingers.
I just got Allison a really cute tank top with Ursula on it, and it says Diva in a rainbow. It's a Disney Pride collection, Disney.
I will be
Oh,
wearing
that's
that
cute.
on that trip.
Wait, has the Disney Pride stuff come out?
There's all my shirts. 3 days. I'm good.
Yeah, there's all your shirts. Yeah, I will be Disney bounding one day for those of you that are interested.
Yes, please tell us about your Disney bound.
So I decided it would be fun to Disney bound before I even really truly understood it. I had to look it up, read about it. And I specifically looked up plus size Disney bounding because, plus size. And so in the past, I've always been a big Tinkerbell fan. Still am a big Tinkerbell fan.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
But since
I never will, never have.
Allison has some trauma. You
Yeah,
wanna share?
absolutely. No,
Yeah,
no,
she
no.
shared about that
continue.
before.
Yeah, you have. I
Pixie
heard you
Hollow.
talking. Yeah.
Disaster
Yeah.
of 2016, 17.
Yeah. So last summer I had a double mastectomy and made the decision to stay flat and not get any fake boobs or anything. So I am flat. So I feel like I really identify with Winnie the Pooh with the belly. And so I will be Disney bounding as Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, don't they call that shape Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. A lot of people say that in a lot of my cancer groups.
Yeah.
That's
and
what it's giving.
So I have Winnie the Pooh ears. I got some like a honey butter color, Winnie the Pooh color.
You're gonna look so cute.
Sunglasses. I got some honey earrings. Today I'm actually wearing Bee Pride earrings, but I'll be wearing some honey pot earrings. I have a red t-shirt that in gold says 0 bothers given. And then I have a gold skirt with red bike shorts underneath. And I have a Winnie the Pooh lanyard. And
a Winnie the Pooh pin.
Multiple Winnie the Pooh pins.
Yeah, Allison got me one on her last trip, and I bought one, and I
Well,
got the
because she
starter
has
set.
like multiple Winnie the Pooh, like 2 of Winnie the Pooh. I got her one of actually Winnie the Pooh, but she also has other of the Christopher. What do they call them? Like the
100 Acre Woods.
100 Acre Wood characters.
Yeah, yeah.
You wouldn't call them Winnie the Pooh characters, right?
I might.
100 Acre
I mean,
Woods
is
characters.
the movie called Winnie the Pooh?
I mean, it's like The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like, Eeyore and Tigger.
Okay, yeah, but they're 100 Acre Wood like dwellers, divas.
That's where they're residing, girl.
Yeah. Don't. Their claim is not just
Some
Winnie
of them
the
have
Pooh.
nothing to do with Winnie the Pooh.
Exactly, like Kanga and Roo. They're so cute. Come on, divas.
Yeah, they're part of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, they're part of it, but they are a part of the 100 Acre Wood forest.
Yeah. And so then while we're on it, so then the third night, just, I'm going to be wearing a shirt at the Pride night.
Wait, what shoes are you gonna wear for that?
You know what? I'm going to be wearing some comfy sandals.
Absolutely.
That go around my heels so I don't have any tripping hazards. Because even though I'll be in ECV, I will be having to get on and off of rides and stuff. Yeah.
I'm making sure she gets the safest. She
God.
needs.
Do you remember last time?
She needs her time to because I think at Space Mountain they give you time to get in, and then they just switch it in the track. You switch it in so she has time to get in and out. We can help her and
So
stuff.
I'm not rushed.
Because, girls, she's not tripping.
We have pictures of Allison the last time we were there on the Guardians of the Galaxy holding people down.
Oh, I was clinging to your arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guardians is really scary.
So she will make sure that I am safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, girl.
Do you remember last time when you were scootering over pirates and then you fell?
Yeah,
that
because
was crazy.
one of you guys
Tipped
told
over.
me to
Someone said, go this way.
So I tried to do a really quick turn and I was going speedy rabbit speed and I flipped the whole thing over and all the other 5 members of my family just stood there. And a sweet man came over and helped me up and
I kind of instantly started laughing.
righted the scooter. Caitlin has videos of it after I fell, like not of the actual
Oh,
falling.
of Tommy being like, are you okay?
Yeah.
That's me now.
That was not good. Right over by pirates, I remember.
Yep.
I
Oh,
don't know
I
where
can
it
see
goes.
exactly where
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Where it goes like over.
We're not going. We're not taking that path this trip.
Oh,
Mom.
no. That or
Or
we'll
if
just
anything, we
keep
do
going
it,
straight.
Or we do it to conquer your fear.
We're not
I don't
turning
have a fear,
around.
but yeah, and the scooter has an anti-tip technology.
I bet you the other one in 2016,
17, yeah.
17. Also, guys, it was 2011 when I was
The Pixie Hollow
the
incident.
Pixie Hollow incident, not 2017, not 2017, y'all.
Yeah, it's 2011, yeah.
So
Yeah, she might be a little bit more considerate. if it was
absolutely, I would
2017,
have.
maybe.
Absolutely, I would have.
I'm
Well,
dead.
this trip, it's all about Lynn, getting her Disney trip on.
Yeah, she hasn't been to Avengers Campus or the Guardians, not Guardians, Galaxy's Edge,
Right.
Yeah, there's 2 rides in there.
Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway.
Yeah,
There's 3
true.
new rides you haven't even been on. And Indiana Jones is basically new to you, too, because all the refurbishment.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's super. Oh, my God, Mom. It's my new favorite ride at Disneyland. It's my
can't
new
wait.
favorite.
I can't wait.
You need to be in the middle. You can't be on the side. We need to sandwich you in.
Why?
I don't know.
Just for security?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Yes. You're right.
Well, actually, I felt pretty safe on the end when I went last time. So I think you'd be good.
Okay, so we need to talk about some Target Pride Pride merch that they have going out. Me and my mom have seen a little bit. Allison, have you seen any of the Target Pride merch over this year?
Not really.
Well, we should look through some.
Yeah, so the first TikTok I saw about the Target Pride that has all come out was a sweet gay guy that I follow, and he was kind of going through and showing pictures of all the different items and talking about why he loved it or hated it. Some of it he loved, some of it he hated it. And there was this one dress that I don't know if I'm sure you'll see it in there, so I'll explain it. It's got like short sleeves, that's it. And then it's kind of short, it goes like above the knee, it's all Pride colors. And he's like, okay, this item, when he was describing it, is not really for the gay crowd. He said it's more for the art teacher that's a strong ally. And I love that.
You already see it all.
Yeah, look.
That's for the strong ally?
Yeah, for the art teacher that's a strong
I can see
ally.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute. It's just kind of like, yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah, and then there's one that's like a, it's a one piece. There's a picture of a guy wearing it. Kind of, it looks like something a mechanic would wear. And then on the back, I think it says like gay. And so the guy reviewing it was like, hard no.
Allison's gonna need this one.
What does it say?
Busy thinking about girls.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
You are.
I tried to get her. I told her I wanted to buy her the one that says
Live, Laugh,
Lesbian.
Oh,
kinda
yes.
funny.
No, that one you
one's kinda
need.
camp.
She said no.
Why would you
Well, I
say
said,
no?
let me think. I said, let me think.
Well,
Oh my god,
so,
not this Queer Eye one.
and there's a lot of queens. There's some different queens. That's it. I think that's the look at the back. What does it say?
Yes, it's gay.
What the fuck? Let me see. It's coveralls?
It's like coveralls, and it's really
It says
weird.
something else too, but
And,
in really small letters, really small print.
well, I have good eyes.
Yeah, you're the youngest.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
So I do have a little bit of I did buy a
It
few
says
things.
like all day, every day,
Gay.
and that's okay.
Oh, gay all day,
Gay
every
day,
day.
all day, every day, and that's okay.
Yeah, mostly you just see gay, and it's kind of like that's
Girl, that
weird.
is hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I could see an old man like that wearing something like this to Pride.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff looks like it would be fun for Pride. There's a shirt that I really like. I think it's like a light blue, and it has different shapes of different kinds of bodies, and it says like they, he, her
Girl, I'm dead.
on it, and then it's got like somebody I think in a wheelchair and like a big fat body.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one.
Did you see that one? Yeah. So I think I'll have to
What
get
does
that
your guy
one.
think of that one?
Oh, I think he liked that one. He didn't have a
Okay.
lot to say about it. The most things he had a lot to say about were the ones that he hated. So.
Like really busy.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Or like definitely not for the gays. Like a gay person did not design this, or
Okay,
you didn't
yeah,
run it by the gays. We don't want
Yeah.
this. You know.
Wait, like who's gonna wear it? Literally just says it's so big and I don't know.
Yeah, I sent Allison
I don't know. Devin might live for that.
a screenshot yesterday, Danny, of the Live Laugh Lesbian. I can show it to you right here.
Oh wait, is it this set?
Yeah.
I'm
looks-
dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
it's
looks
like
like a
And it's a
crop.
crop. It's a crop. And then this-
Allison, that goes with our belly showing theme this summer.
it's a
please.
crop. I know. I was like, I'm going to buy it for you. And then that's the blue one that I like that says,
Oh, let me see.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I think Allison would rock a crop. Caitlin rocks crop tops all the time. She looks so cute.
Well, she's a queen.
Well, you're a queen too. So then also, I may have purchased a few items last night. So I have to show you. I have some few presents.
Okay.
And it's from the Target Pride collection?
Where else?
No!
Not it being coming real life right now.
Oh my god. What the?
What the
So
fuck?
this,
It's like a little camper van?
it's a Pride cat scratcher.
It's an
an
RV?
RV scratch for the kitties.
That is so cute.
Aren't they going to love it?
Are you
That is
fucking
absolutely
kidding
so
me?
fabulous.
Yeah, I had to get it.
And it's okay because it's an RV.
You guys, insert pictures of my cat in it right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get them in it later.
And it has all the gay flag rainbows upon it. You see?
And you can get them in there with this little toy. That if you guys really should turn on the video if you haven't. It's a little lamb chop from the Trevor Project, and I believe it has catnip in it.
Okay, well, I love that's Trevor
What?
Project.
Did you
Yeah.
get anything for your dogs?
I did. It's not here in this package because it's not staying at this house.
Sure, sure.
But I got some dog toys for the dogs.
We could insert photos here.
Yeah, and then I washed today. I washed their bandanas that I bought last year from the Target Pride selection.
Oh,
saw
those
that
were
in the
such a
scene.
slay.
That says Ally on the back. So I
Okay.
washed and dried those. I put them up to dry before we left. So and the dogs are at the groomers right now. So when they get home, we're going to put their little ally things on them, and they're going to be very big allies. You know, or they might even be part of the community. We don't really know, but
Who knows?
Absolutely, but we know for sure they're allies.
then I bought this for the gay area to do at some point in the future.
Oh my God!
What is it?
It's a gay
It's a
gingerbread
Pride
house.
celebration gingerbread house.
We can do it during Pride
It's a
Month.
gay
Not even-
gingerbread house.
It's not gingerbread, it's sugar cookies.
Oh!
Girl, we need to not break it.
Yeah,
We
so
can fix
that's
it
for
with-
the
we can
pod.
fix
Well,
it.
that looks fabulous.
That looks so fabulous, y'all. We could do that like for a Patreon episode.
Patreon
Yeah,
exclusive.
you guys know how they love to build gingerbread houses and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
It's our favorite thing.
And this time you don't
Absolutely.
have to bake anything, Danny.
Oh my god, that would be.
That was kind of chic, though.
When we had to bake it.
The last thing that I bought is for myself, but I had to bring it to show you.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. Is it a
Oh,
towel?
the towel.
No, it's
The robe.
a robe.
Oh
It's
my
a robe,
God.
yeah.
And it comes up to size 4X, everyone. So
That's pretty
very,
fabulous.
very comfy. I haven't tried it on yet, but
Insert photos here.
yeah. But the nice thing is, it's short. It's got short sleeves and it goes above the knee.
Oh, nice.
So it's something
Not
that
too
can,
hot.
can be worn in the summer. It's terry cloth. So I was thinking it'd be nice to wear at the pool.
Yeah.
Like
It
this-
looks kind of, it looks like it's like a
right?
nice
like a
beach
towel
cover
kind
up.
of, yeah. So I can wear this
That
That's
is so
cute.
cute, Mom.
when I go swimming this weekend or this summer at Maria's house.
So when are you going to tell me you got two?
Oop.
Oh, no.
Also, you have to buy one with your own money.
Yeah, or maybe we'll have to share. I don't know. It's pretty
Damn.
cute. I had thought about putting it on and wearing it during the podcast until I walked out here and realized how warm it was.
Oh, absolutely.
So then I decided that would be a no.
Yeah.
But there's lots of other great items. I have a few items being shipped to me, but the Fremont South location had pretty much almost everything in stock that I wanted and all the plus sizes too. It makes me want to go over there and look at it all in person because
Oh yeah.
they had so much in
Field
stock.
trip to Target,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could be everything.
Yeah. So I'm every year I try to buy something from the Fremont or the Target Pride collection.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's get into like our main topic of the episode, Mother's Day. This one is kind of a special year. Well, not really special, but it's our mom's first year without her mom, so that's gonna be a little rough.
Yeah.
How you feeling about it coming up? It's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's tomorrow for us. It'll be yesterday
Yeah.
when you guys hear this. But no, I'm really, really sad. It's been a really rough week. I went and saw my dad last Saturday, and we just talked about Mom the whole time. We watched King Charles, almost said Prince Charles, King Charles' coronation, because my mom would have loved that.
What? She lives for the monarchs?
She lives for anything like that. She loves it. She'd have watched all the hours and hours. Dad recorded like 8 hours of it. It was
real?
insane. Yeah, and I was there for 3 hours. And we fast forwarded through the boring stuff.
I was gonna say, was it good?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of neat. It was neat. It was history.
Wasn't
in the
Katy Perry
making.
there?
I didn't get to see her. I didn't stay that long.
I'm pretty sure
I
she
only
was
saw
there.
everything in the
Are
church.
you serious?
One thing that was really cool is he rode in on a horse-pulled carriage.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's everything.
But
That's
the,
chic.
yeah, the one that he rode in on was specifically made for the Queen's 60th birthday, and it had air conditioning in it, and it had like really nice shocks, and so it was like riding in a really
Dang.
nice car.
Like a Rolls Royce carriage.
Yeah, but the one that he was going to leave in, my dad said was from was 300 years old or something. So I didn't see that. I didn't stay that long. But
Wait, so how many parts to this coronation were there?
1 million. It was so long.
So
Did
ridiculous.
you 8 hours?
Like when they,
8
it's like when
hours.
they swear in a president, but even more, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was there for 3 hours, and we were watching stuff going on in the church the whole time, and we even fast forwarded through the sermon.
Was there an outdoor event?
And then there was an outdoor event I never even saw because I was like, I got to go. I love you, but
You
I
must
gotta
have
go.
gone through the streets, huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he drove through the streets on the way in and on the way out. And
Exactly, to see the people.
Girl.
I've seen something like this in What a Girl Wants.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Very
Also,
familiar.
Prince and Me.
Mm-hmm.
there you
We're used to coronations. Princess Protection Program. I think there's probably one in there.
Maybe.
But yeah, we talked a lot about Mom. We're gonna definitely, me and my sister are both really missing her this week. So we're all gonna go to the cemetery tomorrow, including these guys. And
Yeah, because we slay her.
yes.
Yeah, I know. Caitlin was like, I can't believe you're going. I was like, yeah, I don't know, really. She called me really early in the morning, and
Yeah, I
Can
guess that's what I
Can
got
we
to
get
do.
Sonic?
she just asked.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
Please, I
we're,
love Sonic.
We're
It's
definitely
Mother's Day.
gonna get something probably on the way home because
You know,
we're
Fondue Fred's
just
closed
something to drink. No.
forever.
I don't want it to eat.
Fondue Fred's in Berkeley.
No, I didn't know
Closed
that.
forever.
Wow, they didn't let us know.
They like this
That's
during
sad.
COVID, I think.
I just want something to drink there. We need to get something chic for dinner.
Okay. Well, I was talking
Like
about
Olive
getting
Garden.
pizza.
House of Prime Rib or
Yes, spinning yarn.
not spinning yarn.
Mother's Day is going to be crazy. So Tommy and Dad are going to cook breakfast for us.
Yes, aren't there Dutch babies?
There will be Dutch babies.
Caitlin said she's coming to that.
Yes, Caitlin is coming to that. and then
She's gonna
going
slay
into
that the
work.
house down.
She was like, I can come to Dutch babies, but
Yeah,
not to the cemetery.
yeah. Then she's going to go into work.
Yeah.
We're also going to be visiting our Aunt Barbara at the
Yep.
cemetery.
She's going to come visit us
And
as well.
our Aunt
Yeah.
Melissa, our great Aunt Barbara.
Yeah.
And our Aunt Melissa.
So my mom's sister.
Yeah. You know, I'm really curious about like where Mother's Day came from and like the origins of it. I just, if only
Mom,
like
can you
someone
help
could
me,
tell us
please
a little bit
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think I can tell you a little bit about it. I have
You
a
could?
Yeah, I have a lot of information, but I'm just going to read you a little bit.
Oh my God, Mom, I'd
So-
love to know some fun facts.
Yeah.
Or the origins. Let's get to it.
Okay, so the origins of celebrating motherhood can be traced back to ancient Greece and Rome, where festivals were held in honor of their mother goddesses, Rhea and Cybele. But
What?
yeah, which is kind of cool because I'm taking a class right now about
Aphrodite.
about Aphrodite, and she's from the ancient Greece.
So you
and
have you heard of
Roman
Raya
world.
and Seidel?
I have not heard of them.
You
but
should
I'm
have heard
sure
about
I
it on
will.
today's class, considering it's right before Mother's Day.
I know, you would think.
They weren't thinking.
They weren't. But the history of Mother's Day as we know it came from humble origins in West Virginia, USA.
Oh.
During the American Civil War, Anne Reeves Jarvis, known as Mother Jarvis in her local parish,
So it's an American thing?
helped start Mother's Day work clubs to raise awareness of the poor health conditions in her community. Then, in the late 19th century, the United States saw many different movements to organize a Mother's Day, including the efforts of Julia Ward Howe, an abolitionist and suffragist, who wrote the Mother's Day Proclamation. This called for mothers to unite and promote
sounds like it was a
world
protest.
peace,
Right?
right?
We didn't learn about her on our Women's History Month. Like what?
It kind of sounds
miss
like
her.
Mother's Day came from women needing
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, and world peace. She said she wanted to
Damn.
promote world peace.
Everything starts
In
from
19th
yeah.
century, that's like the 1800s?
Yes, that's
Okay.
the 1800s.
I always get confused with those.
I know, I used to too.
Well, it seems like you really deserve this day, Mom.
You know, I used to be more excited about it, and then I feel bad because I
You
used
really
to
deserve it.
tell my mom, "Oh, it's Mother's Day's about me too because I'm a mother." And
It's true.
And she didn't know. She didn't.
now I didn't spend enough
Acknowledge
time
that,
with her.
or-
I don't know. I just feel bad that I didn't see her more on Mother's Day, but that's okay.
Hey, it's okay.
That's okay.
Do you have any memorable Mother's Days? I'm like, I can't even.
Girl, the
think
street
of,
goes
like,
2 ways. Don't you want to see your kids on Mother's Day? She could have came out. We could have had a whole family event.
I know that's true. That's true. She
Absolutely.
wasn't very good at that.
Yeah,
She
screw
did not
Nana.
want to come out here.
Well, Mother's Day used to be all about like spending the first half of the day at church. And then
Sure,
we would come home
sure.
and like have a big meal.
Exactly. So Nana
Yeah.
should understand that. We were
I
so
saw this
Christian.
TikTok that was like, "What do you want for Mother's Day?" This girl asking her mom, she's like, "To go to church."
Yeah.
And she was like, "No, but seriously."
Yeah, when I used to work at the church and I worked for Pastor Jim,
I can't believe we used to go to church.
he used to say that besides Christmas or Christmas Eve is a lot of people come to a
Attended.
Christmas Eve service. And the second most popular service is Mother's Day
That is
because
hilarious.
mothers will always tell their kids, the only thing I want for Mother's Day is for you to come to church with me. So,
And then kids go.
That is mad hilarious.
yeah.
so,
Because all the older kids.
but you wouldn't
huh?
want us to go to church with you.
Well, no, I told everybody the other day, I said, I just want you to come over and have breakfast with me. Be glad I'm not asking you to go to church with me.
Well, wouldn't you
Exactly.
rather spend time with us than with God?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's
Yes.
that nice church up in Niles that I've been going to that I like.
Also, if you
that's-
asked us to
It's all
go,
gay.
I don't know if you could.
The
I
pastors
don't know
are
if
both
you
gay.
could get us to actually go.
You might go. If I ask you early enough in the morning.
That's true. Maybe. I'd be like, "Is Allison going?"
I mean, and it would only be at a church where the pastors are gay. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
even then,
ask you to go to any other church.
Even then, I'm kind of like. But so yeah, back to my other question. Do you have any memorable Mother's Day? Have we ever done anything like exciting? Like,
No, that's what I
I
was
can't
saying.
even remember
It was
last
church,
year.
Church.
yeah, I guess so. But
I mean, a lot of times when you guys were really little, we would always go out to Modesto, spend Mother's Day with my mom, our Grandma Wine, your
exactly.
great
I don't.
grandma.
See?
I don't
Good.
remember that.
When you guys were little, we used to go out every year. And then after a
What
while,
about me? When was I born? No.
Yeah, I'm sure you were going out there with us to see, and we would go out for Father's Day, Mother's Day.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Father's Day too.
Yeah, in June. Yes, Father's Day.
To
For
visit
who?
who?
For who? For who?
For Papa?
Grandpa Burwell and Papa.
Girl.
I guess Grandpa Borwell was alive, yeah.
Yeah, he used to love you.
I guess he was
He
alive.
used to get the squeezes.
I remember him.
He loved to give squeezes and hugs.
I love him, my trans king.
Yes, yes.
Her. Grandma.
Well, Grandpa Ma.
Oh my God. Okay, so we have some questions.
Yay!
I know. I saw Emily message me. I said it's not too late.
Good. I should look though and make sure.
I messaged gay area. I don't remember. I think it was gay area.
Okay, so we asked our Instagram to drop some questions for our mom. Let's see what they have to say. The first one from Ryan is, who is her favorite kid and who do y'all think is her favorite kid? Okay, that's a great question. Thank you, Ryan. I think her favorite kid is definitely me. And Allison, who do you think?
Absolutely me.
You think you're her favorite?
Absolutely, without
Let's
a
be
doubt.
honest, though. Let's be honest.
Without a doubt.
I'm Switzerland.
Girl.
You are all my favorite.
Okay,
Just
wait.
pick.
Wait, so yeah, Mom.
But
Who
it has to be me.
No. You can say who your favorite kid is. It's okay.
No.
No,
Danny.
Mom, I know.
Danny, stop.
Okay, but at least
See? Thank you. That's all we know. That's all. Girl, I just am the best.
what the fuck?
Think about you or Caitlin.
How would
you guys
Danny be
cause
the
her
best?
way more
No, because you upset me.
trouble
No,
and-
because you upset me all the time.
You're literally
Who
making
upsets
me
you?
sweat.
Danny, you upset me all the
That
time.
has nothing to do with me
yes,
and Mom,
exactly, exactly.
That's nothing
No,
to do with
because
me and
I
Mom.
treat Mom perfectly.
though. So do I.
What the fuck?
I'm going with her to Modesto tomorrow. Did you not hear this?
Did you take your headphones?
I don't treat you perfectly, but I treat her perfectly because she is a queen.
I mean, there are times that I ask any of the children in my family to do things that they're not available.
But not me. Well, if I'm unavailable, But I always make time. Why are you so shocked that I'm her favorite?
She blocked the fan from me.
I just like this.
Drama today on gay area. Thank you, Ryan.
Girl, you don't think that I...
Okay, let's move on. Right?
Allison, you slay me, you comfort me, you snuggle and cuddle me all the time. Danny does not live with me, so he cannot give me all the snuggles and cuddles.
He wouldn't if he did.
Well, he comes and gives me a hug every time he comes over. He does.
Yeah. I
Caitlin
do.
doesn't always do that.
Yeah. Ryan
Love
also
you,
said,
Caitlin.
because her answer will most likely be, I don't have a favorite.
There you go, Ryan. Everyone's my favorite is usually what I say. Then I tell them how much they're my favorite.
No, you tell everyone that yeah, exactly. What the fuck? You can't say we're all your favorite.
Why not? You are all my favorite, all in a different way.
I can't believe you say that to everyone.
What are you talking about? What did she
Let's
say?
go on to
Al?
the next question. What's the next
She
question?
says she likes everyone. She says, I love you're my favorite.
Shh, I don't. I just
Yes.
told you that.
Or she'll say,
I
you're
just
my
told you
favorite girl.
I have a suspicion that's true, Al.
And she says, you're my favorite boy, huh?
No, I think she literally just says, you're my favorite.
Sometimes she'll say that too, but sometimes she'll say, you're my favorite girl.
Sometimes I'll even say you're my favorite girl that lives at home.
Damn.
Girl, I'm done.
Okay, next question. Phoebe asked a really great question.
Phoebe, yes.
Phoebe, she said, I think this is Phoebe. Her name's always changing, but that's definitely a profile picture. What inspired the names for your kids? We only want to know about me and Allison.
You only want to know about you and Allison?
Oh yeah. who
Well,
cares?
she said
Okay, well let me quickly start at the top.
Because it was questions from Mom.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, yeah.
And Caitlin and Tommy are talked about on the pod. They're friends of the pod. So Caitlin is, my mom's name was Catherine with a K, and then her middle name was Lynn. My name's Lynn. So I always knew that if I had a daughter, I wanted her name to have Lynn in it. And so I took Kate, put it together with Lynn, Caitlin. In 1993, I'd never heard the name in my life. Now, most popular name ever, but whatever.
Right.
And then her middle name is Estefana, after John's mom, who is Hispanic, and her name's Frances Estefana Baez Bailey. So Caitlin is Caitlin Estefana.
It's giving out all the info.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You could always bleep that out.
That's okay.
And then Tommy, this is funny. We were really big fans of the movie Tommy Boy with Chris Farley. And so we named him Thomas.
That's so
fucking
silly.
hilarious.
So silly. If he was a girl, he was definitely going to be Saffron, which was a character on
That'd been
Absolutely
fire.
Fabulous that I was obsessed with at the time, because I also thought Caitlin was a weird name. Saffron would be a weird name. All my kids were going to have weird names. Well, really, back then, I probably thought I'd only have two.
And now
That could've
they're
been so
all
fun.
so.
Then once Tommy was so normal,
Popular.
yeah, and
Wait,
Caitlin was
hold
so...
up. What do you mean back then you thought you were only going to have two?
Yeah, like when we first got...
Wait, you said that?
I
She
had
did.
2 kids in my family, so I just thought I would have 2 kids.
Exactly. So what made you change?
The church, religion,
I knew.
homeschooling. all
So
of
they
that.
told you
I
to have
just-
more kids?
No, they didn't really tell me to. I just felt like I should have more kids. That's a topic for a different podcast.
I mean, this is the
is the
perfect.
podcast.
Oh,
This
well-
is the podcast episode for that.
Yeah, so I just thought I would open up myself to more kids, which would be more blessings in
More
the
God
family.
Wait, so were we planned or not?
Oh yeah, you were all planned. 100%.
But when she first started
I'm
having
sure.
kids,
Yeah.
because that's the smart thing. 2 kids would have slayed
Well,
you.
yeah, I thought 2 kids, 3 years apart, just like me and my sister. And then like right after we had Tommy, we were like, you know what? Let's just be open to having more kids. And then we had Danny 20 months later. So they're less than 2 years apart. But so Tommy's middle name is Norman.
Oh,
which
maybe that's not the middle names.
Yeah, Norman. I love the middle names.
Okay.
So his middle name is Norman, which is after his John's dad's name was Harold Norman. Okay. Then Danny, this is kind of funny. So you want to know why?
Yeah, let's get to the real. This is what people want to know.
I worked with a guy named Dan who I loved, and we were really, really, really close. He was a really great guy. And
Was he gay?
no, he's married with kids. But one of his kids might be gay. His son, actually, they were in Salinas, and his son used to play golf regularly with Tiger Woods. They were about the same age.
And then he
Joey.
came out?
No, he got married too. But he has a bunch of kids, so maybe one of them's gay, probably. And so he had a really good friend named Chuck, who they known each other since kindergarten. And Chuck used to always call him Danny. And I loved the way this one grown man called this other grown man Danny. I just loved the way it sounded. I loved everything about it. So I always thought it would be cool to have a son named Dan and call him Danny, although he calls himself Daniel. But that's okay. We call him Danny still.
Who calls himself Dan? I do?
You call yourself Daniel.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So then...
But because on his birth certificate it says Daniel.
Yeah, so his name is Daniel. His middle name is Paul, which is my dad's first name. His name is Paul Streeter. And so
He got kind of the worst little name.
Daniel Paul. And so when he was little, we used to call him Danny Paul or DP. And so
But DP has another, another thing now. You know?
Dog pile.
No, double penetration.
Oh, that's funny.
Both.
Okay. Well, I
What's
didn't know
dog pile? People abbreviate that, or
Yeah.
that. Funny. Okay,
Never
so
heard
then
of that.
Allison, Caitlin
Wait, there's
was,
nothing else to my story?
I think that's
Just
pretty
Chuck
much
and
it.
Dan?
Yeah, you remember both their names. You good job. Yeah, Chuck and Dan.
I've heard this story,
Well, I
girl.
can tell you, Chuck died in a fire, and he was living
said
in
it wasn't Danny.
He was living in a mobile home.
Who died in the fire?
Chuck, the guy who used to call Dan Danny. Chuck died in a fire, and it was horrible. When I found out about it, I was so sad. And so he was in the shower in the back of their motorhome, and he couldn't get out. There was only one exit, and there was a fire. And he died.
Oh my God.
Would you rather die
Mobile home,
by
sorry,
fire or drowning?
Probably drowning.
And both sound horrible. Both sound very
I
painful.
think drowning, right?
Probably.
Probably less painful.
I don't know. Definitely
Well-
not as hot.
Well, all your nerves die pretty quick once you're in the fire. Like once it burns your skin off,
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but
Imagine he was in the shower. I don't know.
I know. Girl,
He
you
prob-
couldn't have used the hose.
I know. He was probably trying to get out
Just
of the
spray
You
house.
it
could have
down.
got smoke inhalation.
Mhm. Yeah, probably.
That's really scary.
Yeah, and then Paul after my dad, Danny Paul. That's him. And then when I was pregnant with Al, Caitlin was 8. and-
I remember being alive when Allison was
Yeah, because you're 4 years older than her. So
Yeah, I
I
remember
had
how,
had a
like, picking the
miscarriage.
names.
Yeah, so I had a miscarriage after I had before I had Al. So Allison is our rainbow baby. So there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
What makes her a rainbow baby?
That's
The-
what they call a child after
a miscarriage.
a miscarriage.
So the baby
I've
you
known that
get
my whole life.
after you have a miscarriage, that's your rainbow baby.
Gay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Abigail's also a rainbow
Light
baby.
after the tunnel.
Abigail's a rainbow baby too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when you guys were thinking of having another baby. You guys asked us, "Do you guys want another baby or a dog?" And I was like, "Dog for sure, dog."
Y'all were gonna let them pick?
I don't think they were
I
really
don't
asking.
think we were really asking.
I think it was just Dad being
Funny joke.
silly. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we would have got you a dog, but instead we're going to give you a baby brother. Or sister.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah. So we
And
decided.
then and Caitlin got to pick her name.
Yeah, we let Caitlin pick Allison's name.
That is so funny.
And at the time, her favorite teacher at church, because the kids were all homeschooled, so the only teachers that they had outside me were at church, was Allison, and it was the pastor's daughter that I worked for that I was talking about earlier. And her name was Allison, so we called you Allison. And then her middle name is Melissa, after my sister Melissa. So John doesn't have any siblings, so we were able to get all 4 of our parents and my sister in those 4 kids in their names. So,
Wonderful.
yep.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
I call her Allie Lissa.
It's like a mix of the two.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Okay, there's a bunch of questions. Why did she decide to homeschool y'all? That's from Emily. Thank you, Emily.
Well, Emily, I had never heard of homeschooling until when Caitlin was a baby. The lady who babysat for her homeschooled. And by the time Caitlin was 1, we were we'd seen a lot of benefits of it from her own children. And we decided, let's try it. In the state of California, You don't have to put them in school until they're 6. Caitlin won't be 6 until August. She will have had a whole year of kindergarten. Let's just do kindergarten and see what we think of it. We did it. It was fantastic. And then the next year, I think I had Danny. And so,
were you working?
Yeah, I was working part-time. I had Caitlin, Tommy, and then I had Danny like when Caitlin was in like first grade, because she's 6 years older than you, right? No, 5, yeah. Yeah, 3 + 2 is 5. No, so maybe when she was in kindergarten. There you go. So my first year of homeschooling, I had two little guys at home too. And we just never stopped.
So you're working part-time. How'd you do that?
I was working part-time different places. At that time, I was still working for Bell when I worked with the guy, Dan. And they actually let me work from home. This was back in 1993, and not a lot of people did that. And so we got a good internet. We had a dial-in connection, and that we used to have.
Did you get faxes and stuff?
I could get faxes, but then we also had this thing called a loop, and we had a driver that would drive to my house once a week and bring me stuff that I needed.
And stuff?
Yeah, and then I would send back stuff that I needed, because
that's crazy.
So old-fashioned.
We had a lot more paper back then. Yeah.
Yeah, less paperless.
Yeah, and then in like, gosh, Allison, when you were like 1 or 2, I went to work at the church, and then I worked there for 15 years. All the while homeschooling. I took a few years off when Tommy got diagnosed with dyslexia, and I didn't work at all, and I was really just doing a lot of therapy with him in school with you guys and stuff. But
then you went back.
And then I went back to work again. Yeah, but we just kind of homeschooled you guys and just never stopped.
And then when the boys were in high school.
Yeah. So
and I was in like.
We had Tommy repeat his senior year, and it was Danny's junior year. We joined a charter school, and Danny had so many credits, he graduated a year early. So him and Tommy graduated together, and then we just
because he got fake credits from the.
No.
Okay.
They're not fake.
They're not fake, but I feel like they're
because I was able to give a transcript.
Have to pass certain kinds of things.
Girl, I had straight A's, Allison. Don't.
Girl, because Maria graded your shit.
No, I didn't. Gave it to Maria.
Yes, exactly. You thinking that's
I was
an A+.
Genius,
that's
girl.
an A+,
I could have
Mama.
went to any school.
Yep, graduated a year early. So smart.
I'm so smart.
Yeah, I was not blessed enough. I was a part of the charter half my schooling life. It felt like
it wasn't, but okay.
All of my high school
like
and junior high.
Yeah.
Junior high and high school, that's half of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good amount of time.
Okay.
I had to do dumb online classes and like tutoring and dumb shit.
Another question from Emily. Does your mom have any roots in theater? I feel like y'all are a theater family. Great question.
Emily, what a good question. So yes, I do have some roots in theater, not anything like Danny and Allison, but when I went to church as a kid, and I was always involved in all of the musicals at church, every one that I could be in. And then when I was in high school, I was part of a program through the Stanislaus County Health Department called Insight Out. We were an improv group, and this was in the mid 80s, and AIDS was really just kind of a big thing, but a lot of people didn't understand it. And we would teach people about AIDS, and we would teach people about birth control, and in funny ways teach them about, ways that didn't work for birth control and what was really good birth control. And we would go perform at different high schools in the area, at the local library. We did a lot of different performances, and I was in that for about 3 years.
Did you do this with Nathan?
Nathan didn't do it with me. Kim did.
Oh, did you do the news with Nathan?
I did the news.
That's what you did with Nathan.
When I went to Modesto Junior College, I was still helping out with that improv group, but it was only for high schoolers. So at that time, I was a leader, and I was involved in some theater and drama classes at the local junior college, and I was in a radio and TV broadcasting show, and I hosted the local news that was actually on TV in Modesto on our local TV station. I had a weekly news show with my friend Nathan. On my Facebook, there's like a clip of it somewhere.
Yeah, Nathan, we met him in Disneyland recently.
Yes.
And then many years later,
go ahead.
When I started getting into it, she started like helping out too, and then like just like doing concessions and stuff at where I used to do theater. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely being part of theater. You don't have to be on stage to be.
Yeah, I volunteered a lot. The deal was though, because I had all these kids I was homeschooling, and we were just a lot of stuff going on, and I was working part-time at the church, and Caitlin had always wanted to do the local Rainbow Theater. I don't know if we've talked about this on the pod, but I didn't let her do it. I have a lot of regret there. And then when Danny wanted to do local theater, I let him do a local group that was
Christian.
like a Christian group. He did a couple of shows there, and he was just
I did 2
Allison
shows
did
there.
too. Yeah, look, we could pop in some, Little Princess.
No. We're not popping in nothing.
They did some shows there, and then he wanted to do like real theater. And he wanted to do it with CMT, which is a very, very fantastic local theater program out of San Jose that's really well done. And youth theater, and you have to have parent involvement. And I was like, listen, guys, I don't have time for this. And so Caitlin was just out of high school. She was still old enough to have actually been in the theater program. And she said, Mom, if you drive him to all the rehearsals, I will do all the volunteering. So she did volunteering in hair and makeup. And at that first show, I saw how much fun she was having. And by the second show, I jumped in and started helping at first in hair and makeup, and then eventually ended up kind of coordinating the concessions for several shows.
Yeah. Fabulous. You're very theater.
You could also buy out. You have to spend like hundreds of dollars.
And we don't have money for that.
To pay to not volunteer.
Yeah, but the Baileys don't. We don't roll like that.
But we're not going to do that.
No.
Okay, another question from Emily. Have you always lived in the Bay Area? What's your favorite thing about living here?
So I was born and raised in Modesto, California. And I lived in one house pretty much my whole life. I moved into it when I was like 2. And then I got married to John in 1989, right after I turned 20. And I moved into the house we live in Fremont now. And so I've lived in the Bay Area for a long time, a lot longer than I lived in Modesto. What was the other part about it?
Your favorite thing about living here?
Oh, the weather. The weather is fantastic. It's so mild. It's really doesn't get super duper hot, even though we were talking earlier about being warm in the garage. But
Studio.
Oh, studio. Okay. But the weather's just so mild here. So where I grew up in Modesto, it is really freaking hot in the summertime and a lot colder in the wintertime. The weather's just a lot more severe. So I love the weather here.
Love that. And also you went to high school with some famous people.
I did.
In Modesto, California.
I did. So my dad actually, just have to say, my dad went to high school with George Lucas at Downey High School. If you don't know who he is.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone,
I think y'all know who George Lucas is. So then I went to Bayer High School, and I had a classmate named Timothy Oliphant, who was a year older than me. And my sister was actually good friends with his younger brother, Matthew. But went to school with Timothy Oliphant. And then 2 years younger than me is a guy named Jeremy Renner that you might know.
Of Marvel fame.
That's right.
The one who just had his tell all about his accident.
Oh, the snow plow thing or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to school with both of them.
Yeah, so whenever we see them on screen, we're like, Mom, your friend.
Yeah, there's my friend. And I'm a big Timothy Oliphant fan. Love him. Anything he's Justified, if you haven't watched it.
Can you imagine going through those halls, imagining you were going to be gawking over this guy?
I didn't though. Like I look back at his pictures and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that kid. Yeah,
You're like, didn't pay him any mind.
Didn't pay him any attention. No.
But you knew his brother because he went to prom with Aunt Melissa, right?
No, he didn't go to prom with Aunt Melissa. Aunt Melissa went to prom with Nathan.
Our gay king.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He had invited me, but I was already going with Dad's friend Richard.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to say, you married Dad at the same age as me.
Yeah, I was 20. I just turned 20. You're almost 21, so I was actually younger than you.
So that's fucking crazy.
10 months younger than you are now.
Yeah, unreal.
I can't believe you made that decision and you've been stuck with it all this time and you've stuck through. That's insane.
I'm dead. Okay, another question from Emily. Are you shocked that we all smoke weed now? All 4 of us. All 4 of your kids.
No, I mean, I definitely tried to deter it for a long time, but
so kind of shocked. Like looking back 10 years ago.
I mean, I didn't. Yeah, I guess I am shocked, but
I'm dead.
But I can't say that I grew up with weed. My dad's an old hippie, and he used to smoke, and I used to watch him roll joints, and he used to smoke a lot when I was a kid. He loves now that I work for a cannabis company. I'm his drug dealer.
So it kind of makes sense that we got into cannabis because it's in the family.
Yeah, just skipped a generation.
Yeah, now my mom works for a cannabis company.
Yeah,
if you didn't already know.
So Papa loves that.
Papa loves it because I'm his drug mule.
Yeah.
I get him all of his weed
okay,
now.
Dad. Do you have a favorite drag queen?
Oh, that is such a good question. Oh man, I love.
Also from Emily.
Emily, I love all of the drag queens. I mean,
Dad. To be fair, she's only kind of been watching the more recent seasons.
Yes.
So she doesn't really know everyone from the franchise. But.
I don't know everyone from the franchise. I was going to say, who was the... Well, I love anytime we have a plus size queen. I can tell you that.
Mistress.
Yeah, I love Mistress. The season before that, there was a plus size queen that I really loved. Why can't I remember her name?
Deja Sky.
So I'm sorry. I guess I'm just
Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
Oh yeah, I did love Silky. But no, there's another one. I can see her face in my head, but I can't remember her name.
From the one with Willow Pill. That season?
Yes. Yeah.
Deja.
I think it was that season. I do love Willow Pill too, though, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Willow's fantastic. Yeah.
So, but do you have a favorite queen?
I guess I just love them all, like my kids.
Exactly. Are you going to be watching All Stars 8? Emily also asked.
Of course, absolutely. Danny, you're going to come over and watch it with me, right?
Watched
The first 2 episodes are already out. I already watched them.
Danny. See, sometimes I need someone to remind me when these things are going to be on.
They came out at midnight. Danny watched them the next day.
Because I'm not always on the socials.
But if you guys watch the first 2 episodes, maybe we can watch the other one.
Okay, we'll do that. Me and Dad will watch them. And Allison, you'll watch them with us? Okay. We'll get
Or
caught up.
separate. We'll see.
Okay.
Phoebe also asked fave family trip, least fave family trip.
Oh, yay. That's a good question, Phoebe.
Mom,
Yeah, that's a good question.
your most favorite family trip?
I'd have to say, oh man,
We've taken a lot.
we have taken a lot of family trips. I like
Not recently, but
think through the years.
Yeah.
But it could even be your family.
what?
I didn't go on any family trips. My parents didn't take
I was
me
about to
anywhere.
say that, and
Me?
also all the best ones were the ones where I was there.
True.
Yeah,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'd say like camping with grandma and grandpa up in Oregon.
What?
Oh yeah, I loved that
I
because
did
there's so
too.
much time together. We took a couple of different camping trips with grandma and grandpa up in Oregon.
Which one's your favorite? The one where Caitlin hurt her knee?
Oh, I don't know. I think I blended
Or the
both
time I got
together.
my head, Tommy hit me in the head with a horseshoe,
How many times did we go with Grandma and Grandpa?
I think just twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, grandpa.
and we got ice cream.
We did get ice cream.
And your
Oh,
least,
yeah.
your least favorite trip?
Well, I would never say any trip was my least favorite because I love
Well, you
all
have
of the
to.
trips. I mean, I have some trips where
Just compare.
it wasn't as much fun.
Just think like you're exactly. Just think like you're ranking them.
Well, I was just talking the other day about when we went to Disneyland in 2005.
Oh yeah.
There was some stress, and so I have some.
Some of the adults in that
Sad.
trip were causing some drama.
Yeah, so I have some sad memories from that trip of some people who didn't like our cheap ass accommodations and would have rather been staying at the Disney hotel, but my family couldn't afford that.
Who?
We'll bleep this out.
Okay, well that makes
Isn't
sense.
that hilarious?
That makes sense.
Yeah, and so they were like, then I really can't do this ever again because I need to always have. Back then, you could get like, if you were staying on the property, you could have as many fast passes at one time as you wanted, and they used to have these machines, and you would get fast pass one at a time. And he was not having it, and so then he was also not having
Call him out.
going into the park at the same time. There was just a lot of rule following for him that was really hard for him, and I understand that now that we're a little bit older because we were quite young back then. But
Yeah, and there was a lot of us.
yeah, and there was a lot of us. So it was all 6 of us. All 6 of the people. No, they only had Abigail at the time. They didn't have the twins. So 4 in their
Oh
family.
damn! Wait.
And then Aunt Barbara, their great Aunt Barbara, great Uncle Cliff, and then Uncle Cliff's brother Stephen Silva, who is special needs. And we
Shout out
all
Steve.
went together.
Oh, I
Shout
love
out to
that
Steve.
king.
Steve's in the hospital right now. So
Are you serious? Why didn't you
yeah,
tell us?
Aunt Barbara just told me when we were on the phone earlier. I forgot to tell you guys.
Oh my God.
So please, prayers for Steve.
Good vibes for Steve.
Good vibes for Steve. He's not doing very well.
Damn it!
So that trip there was a little bit of friction, but it was still fun because we were together and we have a lot of great pictures and great.
There are some
memories
fabulous
and-
pictures.
Yeah, I have all the pictures on my hallway.
I'm sure I was having a great time.
You were 3, loved it.
I'm sure I loved it.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, Jocelyn wants to know, how does it feel to be the mother of 2 icons?
Oh, I'm so proud of them. I tell people about them all the time.
No, you don't. Do you
yeah,
really?
I do. Oh, I'm always.
Like
my
at
kids
work?
have a podcast. Yeah, I'm always telling people about your podcast.
I'm
Fucking
dead.
Always.
Good.
Yeah.
One day you might tell the right person,
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
and they might be like, "Well, I actually promote podcasts."
Yeah, I know. That's what I need to find.
Yeah,
I have done a lot of work on the podcast. You might not know in the background.
Absolutely.
I
Many
have-
episodes she's done work. She's also helped a lot with the Patreon,
Yeah,
a
and
lot the T-shirt, the
Yep,
graphics,
the T Public
Yep.
and the graphic. Yeah, I helped get that all put together.
Yeah, she's our queen.
Yeah.
She's always there.
So I'm very proud of them.
Also from Jocelyn, were you scared or nervous on becoming a mother?
No, I was just excited. I was very excited. I waited
Really?
4 whole years after I got married before I became a mother. I felt like I waited a long time.
I mean, that
So
was
I
good. You deserve that time to have married life,
Me and Dad went to Disneyland in Vegas and did a lot of fun stuff. We went to Vegas. I was married
Damn, y'all
for
were
my
blowing
21st
your money.
birthday. Oh yeah, that's back when we thought we were rich. Then we found out you actually have to pay those credit cards back.
Really?
Fuck.
Really, they should have told me that when I was younger.
Oh, really? That's rude.
Girl, that was me with the $10,000 limit for my girl.
Yes.
Girl. Harsh reality.
Harsh reality. So now we don't take
Wait,
as
so you
many
went to
trips.
Vegas for your 21st?
Yeah, we went to Vegas. So my birthday is the end of June. We went for
1
July
year wedding
4th
birthday?
weekend. Yeah. And I was already married, because I had gotten married the year before. So I was married and we went there for my 21st birthday. So at my wedding, like when I couldn't even drink, like I could drink at the reception, but when me and dad went out to
couldn't go out
dinner
to
and
the
stuff,
bar?
no, we couldn't. We didn't go out to any bars. We went to Disneyland because we were children. That's where we went for our honeymoon.
Girl, that's literally, like, absolutely. 20-year-old, I'd go to Disneyland.
Yeah, that's where we went for our honeymoon. It was fantastic. And then I was 24 when I had Caitlin, and I was very excited to be a mom. I didn't miss. I missed 6 weeks of work. Went back to work when she was 6 weeks old.
Damn.
Yep, stupid.
Who was the most painful?
Allison, she about broke me. She did
right,
break me. Yeah, she was facing the wrong way. The labor took forever. Kaiser actually let me leave the hospital, and I could not walk. Could not take one step on my own.
Rainbow baby. More like a nightmare baby.
Yeah.
Rainbow after a storm.
No, for real. Literally.
Yeah.
If you could give some advice to your younger self, what would it be? Feels like we're on RuPaul's Drag Race. It's from Jocelyn.
That's a good question, Jocelyn. I might rethink the homeschooling thing.
Ooh.
Just because I don't know if it did all the things positive that I thought it was going to do. And I don't know. I mean, I don't think the kids like hate me for homeschooling them. Do you?
No.
But
I hated you during, but it's been so many years that I've forgotten. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah. So I might do that differently. I definitely would have been an ally from the moment that they were born. I had to learn to become an ally, and I wish that I would just be an ally from the very beginning. Actually, that would probably be my number one thing, because that's me. I'm a big ally. So that's one of my, besides being a breast cancer survivor, I'm an ally. I'm an ally first. Ally first.
You're a breast cancer
survivor second.
I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest challenge on being a mother, also from Jocelyn.
Well, it's these children getting along with each other. They fight. And when you have 4 different personalities.
Well, when they live at the house still.
It can be, yeah. And, some of them are bigger personalities than other. But I was lucky enough to get 4 kids that are all pretty big personalities. So,
yeah, I'd say so. We're all divas.
You're all divas. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely,
So just the challenge is kind of getting us to get
Yeah.
get along.
And it was also always one of my number one goals in homeschooling you was that you would love each other. And I always wanted, that was like a priority for me, is that you would be friends when you were older. And I think for the most part, you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah.
Something that you've always wanted to do, also from Jocelyn.
I've always wanted to go to England.
Oh yeah, you've said
It's
that
your
for a long
friend.
time.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Carolyn Grayson.
Good memory, Danny. Yeah. So in 7th and 8th grade, she was over here. Her dad was on a work exchange program. And for 2 years, I got to go with her family on every trip that they took, because her parents obviously had money and they had 2 daughters. And every time that they took a trip in California, which was a lot because they were only here for 2 years and they wanted to see what they could, they would let each of their daughters take a friend. And so I got to go to Disneyland
That's
several
fabulous.
times.
Universal, right?
We went to Disneyland, Universal, and like my parents had never taken me on a vacation. They tell me they took me to Disneyland when I was like 1 or something, but I
Girl,
don't.
that doesn't even count.
No, yeah. So with Carolyn, we went to Yosemite and Disneyland and Universal and just San Francisco, and her parents were fantastic. Yeah, they were really great. Except for right after they moved back to England, Terry, the family all moved back. He ended up getting his stay extended for 6 months, and then he had an affair over here.
Oh.
So when he got home, they got a divorce.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then didn't she end up dying?
Sadly, yeah. I think by the time I had Caitlin, she committed suicide. It was very, very, very sad. Yeah. I had caught up with her. I'd always thought that I would go back to see her. And she lived in Kent County, Canterbury, England. And so I've always wanted to go to England.
Girl, we need to get you there.
Someday. It's on my bucket list.
Yes, girl.
Are you going to bring me?
I'm going to bring anybody who wants to come.
Okay.
I'll go.
You want to go?
I'll go.
Let's all go.
We should go to the West End.
Yeah.
See some shows.
Yeah, we definitely have to see some shows. Yeah.
Okay, this is from... Wait 1 second. Okay, the next question's from Vicky. She asked, how high are you right now?
Okay.
Oh, me? Sorry, Vicky. I'm not feeling anything. So I know.
Too bad.
I mean, I did take a couple of tokes, and I was sitting with all the smoke.
She tried.
I did try, but I just feel,
You've been high before, though.
The few times that I've tried to use marijuana, it just makes me feel really fucking dizzy. And I don't like the way it makes me feel. I'd much rather have a couple drinks.
Hmm.
I know it's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. But I know it can be good medicine for other people. So.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty much all the questions we got, but we got a good
Yeah,
amount.
thank
Mom,
you,
you got an
everybody.
Instagram notification. I don't know if you got.
Let's see, because I had also posted it on my story. Were you going to talk about how I was in a book?
Oh, yeah. Let's get to that.
So I was at a music jam in San Francisco a couple of years ago and met this guy out on the balcony who was telling me he had to go to church the next day. And I was like, wait, what? Because these were not people that I thought went to church. None of these people. Not that I cared. Like, I was working at the church at the time, but, I was really, really happy to be with all these different people from all these different walks of life. I also made a trans friend that night. That was really amazing. And when he told me that, I started asking him all kinds of questions because he was gay and he had been talking about his partner. And we met and we talked again. And I had a lot of questions for him. And when he talked, he said, I've always thought about writing a book kind of about this subject. I think you've really inspired me to write this book. And so he did write the book.
Wait, how did you inspire him? What did you say?
Because I had a lot of questions about being gay and also keeping your faith and still having faith in God. And like, how is that possible? How do you not feel like you're going to go to hell? Which now I know, right? Like, so I've done all the research, completely understand. And his name is Andy Wells. He wrote a book called Try to Be Straight. And in the introduction, he talks about when we met and how it made him decide to want to write this book. And
What's your alias?
I think I do have an alias because he changed everybody's name, but it's the only thing in the introduction where he talks about a story and he talks about meeting me and I was wearing a long flowy dress
Okay, Diva.
and out on the balcony at this music jam.
Kind of sounds like you were fabulous.
I know. He's making you sound like so mysterious and fabulous.
Literally.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, and he did interview Danny for the book. Remember?
Yes, he gave
Yeah.
me a call. Mom was like, you need to talk to him. I was like, I don't really want to talk to him. But
And so he interviewed a lot of people for the book. He has since become friends with a lot of the founder of Free Mom Hugs and the founder of a couple of different free mom groups that I'm in on Facebook and stuff. And he went to a big event in Texas just a couple months ago. He always is sending me pictures of him with all these divas that I'd love to meet. And and there's actually going to be in the fall, in October of this year, they're having their first ever actual Free Moms convention. But I don't think I'm going to be able to go, unfortunately. So I'm probably just going to buy a ticket online. He's also a pilot. And so at one point he offered to fly me with him to go to an event to promote his book, but I wasn't available
was
to go.
he going to be flying?
Yeah. I wasn't available to go. Yeah.
Well, girl, that's a little scary because I was just watching a video about the whole Kobe
Was
thing.
it like a commercial airline or like no? Like
No.
just like
No.
a little.
Like a little plane.
God.
Yeah.
I know, not the Kobe thing. In other news, we've all seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yup.
Fantastic.
Best Marvel movie in a long
I need to
time,
see it
I
again.
think.
Didn't you just see it
You
again
just
last
saw
night?
it last night.
Yeah,
again.
I was sleeping.
Allison saw it for a second time last night. Oh, yeah, you said you slept through most of it, huh?
Chill chocolates got me really, really hard.
Ooh.
Because they weren't supposed to be hitting that quick.
You also hit a lot of traffic on the way to the first movie. Had to come home, reschedule
Yeah,
for an hour
exactly.
later, hour and a
So-
half later.
I took them to hit at 9 or not 9, but I took it at like 8:30 or 8 something, and then I didn't get to the movie until 10:30.
Yeah.
And then you were sleeping.
And it was really hot. I had to move seats so that I could cool down for a little bit. I needed to get away from Tommy. I was like, good night.
You moved down from him?
I moved down. I needed to not be near any heat, and the whole seat was like chilly because it was being no one had sat in it.
Yeah. You need that little boost.
I did.
We also saw Polite Society. Me and Allison did the other day.
So fire.
If you're looking for an action-packed,
heard
diva-led,
I heard something saying that it's kind of like Scott
funny
Pilgrim and
movie.
other kind of movies. Scott Pilgrim
This is what you're
totally
looking
gives
for.
it. I totally want to see it again.
yeah, it's just about this girl, and she's really fearful of her sister
A
getting.
stunt woman.
Yes, she wants to be a stunt woman, and she's like in high school, and her sister gets engaged to this guy, and she really hates the guy, and
The mother of the guy's kind of really funny diva slay.
yeah, no, it's amazing. Highly recommend. Also, in other news, Allison, you need to tell people about your teeth.
All right,
Allison's
y'all.
experiencing some bone loss.
They don't know completely if I'm experiencing it, but she said she thinks I might be. And because I hadn't been to the dentist for cleaning for 2 years. And she asked me,
because she canceled all of the appointments.
she said, can you? Well, you cancel one and then you don't book another. So then you just.
Or you book another and then you cancel that one.
No, I know, but I'm saying but I didn't do that. I would just cancel. And because when you go to one, you go and then you book out for another 6 months. So she said, I suggest you come in every 4 months. She said, I almost suggest you getting a deep cleaning. I said, Mama, no. Please, Diva, no. Let's just do a regular one and then let's see how it works.
Yeah, the deep cleaning.
And she asked me, do you go to any other dental hygienists? And I said, no, I just go here. She was like, She was kind of shocked, like Vine Boom. And then I was like, yeah. And then she was like, there's been a lot of progression. And I was like, girl, Mama, progression sounds good. That don't sound good. And she was like, there's actually some 5s. Hit the boom. I said, what?
Not
She was
5s.
like, that's where I think you might be getting some bone loss. And I was like, what the fuck? She was like, but don't worry. You can stop this. She said, you can prevent further bone loss. And so I have to brush 2 minutes, twice a day. She said, I'm going to take this here timer that I was using. Hold on. Let me finish my thought. I'm going to take this timer here that I'm using, giving this to you. You need to flip this twice a day. 2 times, every time, twice a day, and floss. So, my teeth feel completely different. She also said, I'm going to need to get you some numbing gel because there's some serious inflammation, and you're going to be in some pain. And so I'm going to need to put some of this bubblegum gel, yes.
Oh, wow.
During the
It was
Sonic.
bubblegum flavored.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was strawberry.
Didn't help?
It did help, but it tasted gross.
The deep cleaning, I do not recommend. They give you a bunch of shots to try to numb down your mouth, and it still hurts.
God damn.
And they can
Numb
only
you?
they numb
half
you.
a side.
And they can only do one
And they
side.
did for 2 hours.
I thought it was 4.
They said 2 hours.
Okay, and then they do the other side.
So 4 hours total.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You've gotten one, Mom?
I just had my first one last year. I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Just floss, brush. Try
Yeah,
to-
and so I'm going to try to
guys.
floss too.
Girl,
I've
that's
been
scary.
I've been brushing twice a day. And now I'm flossing. I flossed only like once since I've been home, but
It's so funny that she gave you her timer, though.
she
I
took her
know.
own fucking timer.
I know.
Wait, but yeah, you really do need to floss.
Girl, I know.
Does she not know you have a timer on your phone?
Girl, I know. I think it's just like maybe like
A visual
thing, I guess. Yeah.
No excuses. Thank you, Mom, so much for being on today. This was
You're
fabulous.
welcome. It's been great. Thank you for having me. We talked about all the things we wanted to talk about.
Yes,
think so.
I believe so.
Did you have
Is there
anything else you wanted to say?
Tell all of our listeners?
I don't know. I thought we said we were going to talk about Disneyland. Did we already talk about Disneyland? Oh, yeah, I guess we did.
We kind of did,
Okay,
yeah.
we
Kinda.
kind of did, yeah. Yeah, that's right. we
Anything
did.
else about Disneyland? Y'all just need to stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. I will be there as the official gay area camera operator. So there should be a lot of footage.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
We're going to meet lots of characters.
Yeah.
I already see it.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be
Excellent.
fantastic. I can't wait.
Well, we love you guys for listening, but this is for New York and for Tyler.
Yay,
Tyler! Riding the subway, riding with people. Up in Harlem, down on Broadway.
The
You're no
silence.
champ,
But
but
you're
you're
no native. Talking that street talk. The heart and soul of New York City. And love is just a passing word.
Come on!
It's a thought you had
In a taxi cab. Thank you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.